guys, you guys know we was actually known for sugar cane. Sugar industry was our #1 thing here for over 100 years, up until 1996. And yeah, believe it or not, this road right here, all these areas, we could actually drive through some roads where before 1996, it was actually sugar plantation land where you'd be driving through sugar cane. Okay, and you guys have noticed a lot of little neighborhoods along our drive, and all those little neighborhoods that pop up was actually what they call camp housing. Those are the sugar plantation workers used to actually live. Wherever you guys see those camp housing areas, there was actually a sugar mill close by. Okay, so you guys will see a lot. Not a very safe place to jog, but I'll share the road with her. And then I think I should be doing a lot more of that and a lot less of drinking. But yeah, all these little neighborhoods we're going to be passing, it's all sugar camp plantation housing. And you guys will notice a lot of the homes here are built off of the ground on post-pier style or like stilts. And a few different reasons why they built the houses like that is because we get a lot of earthquakes. One reason we get a lot of earthquakes. So if you're actually in a concrete foundation, you know, eventually over time your concrete foundation is going to crack. And usually when you have concrete foundation, your plumbing is in the concrete, right? So you may have a leak eventually. So that's why one of the reasons why they actually build a house off the ground. It's easier to actually work on your plumbing or do maintenance on it if you're off the ground, and easier to get to. That's one reason. Another reason is because we got a lot of ground termites, and ground termites was actually brought in here on some infested wood, and they like the moisture, they like the ground, so they thrive here. And the third reason is because we don't have a lot of homes that have air conditioning, heating. We don't need it. This is basically all year long weather right here. But anyway, guys, take a look at this bridge right here, guys. This bridge is actually called 6 tons. I know it says 12 ton limit, okay, but we call it 6 tons. It's because we would actually come to this middle of this bridge and we'll jump right off into this pond right here. So that's why we still call it 6 tons. But take a look at that river cutting through that rock right there. It's a cave. See that? And this is the place I used to skip school to come to. Until my dad found out. And that always happens, right? Kids, they always think they're smarter than their parents, but the parents already done it before. So they know everything. They know all the secrets. When you're kids, you don't think that way. Well, that's 6 tons. Oh yeah, another reason why the homes are actually built off of the ground like that is because, our weather is like this all year long, so we don't need all those air conditioning and stuff like that. So here, if you're hot, open the window. If you're cold, put on some clothes. Okay? So that's why I have a coat on today, just in case it gets cold. Dress in layers. I thought that was only in the Midwest, right? Guys, believe it or not, growing up here, I thought this was the worst place ever to live. Growing up here, I was like, oh, this place sucks. It's the first chance I get off this island, I'm leaving. And the first day I landed in Nebraska, I said, wow, boy, it wasn't such a bad place after all. Yeah, that's a big change. But yeah, anybody been to Nebraska?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
You guys from Nebraska?
Omaha.
You guys were?
13 years.
Okay. I actually lived in York, Nebraska, right on 80, 4 hours away from you guys.
Wow.
Actually 45 minutes west of Lincoln, right on 80.
So my niece and nephew went to college.
Oh yeah? In York?
UNL.
Oh. Okay. I'm not going to talk bad about Nebraska. I love that place. I actually blended right in. It's like a slow dog. Yeah.
All the white bread in Nebraska.
No, what's so funny? A lot of people say, oh, what are you? Leave me Yeah. But they're like, oh, are you black? I say no. Are you? And back then, back then I had really long hair. So, are you Native American? No. Are you Mexican? No. So that's the three things everybody thought I was.
How long did you leave him hanging? After the third one, did you finally tell him?
Yeah, I said, no, I'm Hawaiian. They're like, what? Do you guys still live in grass shacks?
Oh, funny.
I was like, yes, but we have Wi-Fi now.
And they're jealous.
No, over here, this island is actually the cheapest place to buy land. Okay, so actually, if you go south of Hilo, where it's actually closer to the volcano, that's a lot cheaper. If you're right next to the volcano, that's even cheaper. Okay, no, actually, no, serious. I mean, you're not in any danger if you're going south of Hilo to closer to the volcano. There's a lot of communities out there, and even though yes, we do have lava flows, we're still having lava flows today, flowing, but I grew up here and I was born and raised here, and we never freak out about lava flows. I know you see on the news, oh, lava flows, this, the volcano is erupting, and you don't know what to expect, right? Because you don't live here. But we don't worry about that. And talking about average price of homes here, you can actually find a regular single-family home, average price between 150 to 250,000 here on this side of the island, and it's a decent price to live in paradise. And land, you can get it. We was just my sister was actually looking to move back to the Big Island. She lives in Oahu now. That's a busy place, and she pays there an average size home there. You're not going to pay less than 500,000 there.
Mm-hmm.
So you come here and you get a home for a tenth of the price. So here we can actually live really cheap. A lot of people think Hawaii is really expensive, but considering if you actually take the minimum wage of Hawaii, considering the economy, yeah, maybe it is pretty expensive. But if you actually live a simple life and
pick the neighbor's fruit.
Exactly. You gotta actually find a home when your neighbors have a lot of fruit trees. No, but you can actually, if you have a simple life, it's really easy to live here. It's not hard at all. But yeah, did that answer your question? The only thing is pretty pricey here is groceries, because a lot of the groceries are actually shipped in. Take milk for instance. Okay, Hilo, you can actually find a gallon of milk, $5-6 a gallon. Okay, is that pretty expensive?
Yes.
That's why I quit drinking milk. I just drink beer now. It's cheaper. Okay, but if you actually go to the Kona side, western side of the island, guys, when you guys get there tomorrow, look at a gallon, price of the gallon of milk. You will see it from $7 to $10 a gallon.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how you gauge, how expensive that place is to live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know. You guys drink a lot of milk?
No.
Yeah.
What are these plants on the left?
Oh, these are just ornamentals. There's farmers right here. They actually grow these ornamentals, and they actually put it in pots and they sell it to Home Depot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so they grow it outside, put it in pots, sell it to Home Depot, and people go to Home Depot and buy it and put it in their house. Weird, right? You guys notice there's no irrigation lines, right? We don't need irrigation here. We get a lot of rain, a lot of sunlight, good soil. You stick anything in the ground, it's going to grow, like I said, right? You can actually stick a broomstick in the ground and grow brooms here. Serious. But you guys probably recognize this right here. They just harvested some corn. There's cornfields right here. But this corn here is actually for human consumption. It's sweet corn, so it's not for grain. Yeah, we don't have
Not biofuels.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of places where we can actually grow grain. Yeah. Plus, it's too wet on this side of the island for actually grain. because you want it, you know, to dry out when you're harvesting, right? I have a little experience because I was in Nebraska, guys. So I've seen a lot of corn.
Go Corn Huskers.
Yeah, exactly. Cornhuskers. That's their NFL team right there, right?
College. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I hear you.
yeah. I don't know anybody in Nebraska that is not a Cornhusker fan.
That's true.
Go Red. I was forced to be a Cornhusker fan when I was there. I actually lived there for 4 years, guys. Yeah. It was an experience. I actually loved that. Like I said, you know, that was the first place I actually seen snow fall from the sky, guys. I thought that was magical. We have snow here, but we never see it falling from the sky. They always close the roads going up to the mountain when it's snowing, and then once it stops snowing, then they open the roads. And by the time, you know, the snow is packed, it's hard. So you never see it nice and fluffy. You don't see snowflakes. You don't see all that stuff. So when I was in Nebraska and I seen that snowfall, I thought that was magic. That's it. I was the happiest person for the first 2 days. The third day I was calling home. I was like, okay, I think I'm snowed out. You know. But first 2 days, well, they'll see me out there making snow angels and making footprints in the yard.
Fun.
People thought I was crazy.
You know, Mommy, what brought you to Nebraska?
Not a woman. Not a woman.
I would never have thought.
That's usually people's first answer, but actually I was working for a construction company from York, Nebraska. It's called Concrete Technologies, and the owner of that company was best friends with me, my mom's youngest brother. They were in the military together.